And I'm back. LED lights is everything. Like I just love the color, like the white color. The reason why it's reflecting like that is because I have my room light and I have my LED light here. But like, you know, the system is looking, it's giving, and I'm so happy because like that's one of the things I was trying to like, achieve this year. And I might be saying that okay, I'm working on it for like the past 3 years, but honestly, I've not really been able to do anything about school. That's another video. I'll tell you why like it was really awful. A lot of things, and I don't know if it's cool, or maybe I don't know how to manage my time. Guys, I'm going to get into the studentship because like I'm currently like preparing for exam. I just finished my last test now, and lecture free week is starting next week. And say Friday, get through both exams the last day of lecture. Me. So okay, and mind you, we started writing exams last year, November, when the very first test. Although we finished the exams classes early, but then so guys, I was scrolling through Netflix, and my God, this thing, I'm going to post like pictures, images of it. I'm going, and it's basically a show to choose. It's a trust show. You have to choose between yourself or the team, and if nobody is eliminated, all of them have to share this amount of money. I think it was like 260 dollars, but like so many, it's like a complicated psychological system. Like we had people that came all from all walks of like life, different backgrounds, and I think some of them that stood out to me, like okay, because like I'm a Nigerian babe now. Tolu was like one of the people that stood out to me, and I love her. Not to say that just because I'm a Nigerian I'm being biased, but still, yeah, she's a Nigerian babe. So Tolu came from Nigeria and she moved to US, and she had to struggle with everything around her. Guys, if you're in the background, I'm sorry, I have to put on the fan because I can't be sweating. I need to look like cute. So and she moved to US with her family and only with clothes on their back. I mean, like people are going through a lot, and I think what should I say stuck out to me was because like it resonated like with having to like prove yourself and having to have people look down on you because of like your background and where you're coming from, and not realizing that, you know, my background was a function of not my choosing. Basically, it's not my choosing, but like moving forward I can do something real in my life. And most people are a bit conflicted with the way it ended, because in the end she sort of like chose herself but also chose the team. But then she chose herself because she chose her family. That's what I'm saying. This game is like very complex. Then I think another story that stood out to me was Julie. Julie came from a background that her parents were not there for her, and she didn't feel like she had love because the very people that brought her to the world, she didn't ask to be brought to the world, but the very people that brought her to the world basically just, you know, didn't care for her. So she has that need to like wanted to be like loved. And I think that one of the teammates, the leader is Jake, I initially thought that Jake was playing her, you know, how guys can be in a game show, and girls can be very emotional, while men are thinking with their head, we are thinking with our hearts, and that is who we are. Let's just forget it. Like, let's not argue about it, please. The patriarchy and matriarchy, please stay away from this comment section. Well, if you're commenting, please comment. So guys, again, I just remember, please don't forget to like, subscribe. So I think I'm going to be doing more of this kind of videos because like I was watching this video and I was shouting. So now I'm going to go online. I'm going to like search for a lot of like information again, because like I made a video but it's on the phone I'm using to shoot. So those are the two that stood out to me. Then we had JJ is like Mama J. She's like the oldest contestant there, and I could see how she's so fixated in like making up her mind. When she makes up her mind, she does not want to. Don't. Then we have people like Lindsay. Lindsay was tagged the official snake of the season, and that's because she was playing both sides, and you know, that dynamic will never work for you, because I mean all of us in the end will get to find out. So the story, like the setting is just like that. We have like contestant, and if they decide to break the trust, that's that by nominating their fellow contestants, then that person has to go home with nothing while the money is left for the people there. But if they decide to not vote throughout the season, then all of them have to share the money, 250k, I think 11 ways was it. Then we had some other contestants. They were like Bryce, the initial, like, I won't call it like a bonfire, but it's sort of like a sit down. They had like, and there were cards that were brought to them, so you were about to ask opposing people or people opposite you. Let me not say opposite because like opposing, we're not fighting. So in one of the cards you revealed that one of them there is a millionaire. And when I heard it, I was like, please, you're a millionaire. What are you looking for there? I mean, what are you looking for? What do you need 250,000 naira for? But that is the psychology and the wiring of the mind of especially rich people. That's why they say the rich get richer, because the moment you want to acquire wealth, you want to always, you keep going, you'll never be satisfied, and that's fact. But then, because your net worth might just be somebody's one car, forget. Like maybe when your money stops, is when someone else's own just starts. I don't know if you get that kind of thing. So that's where that greed keeps on coming. I'm not saying that Bryce was greedy, because Bryce was sweet. I feel like before he revealed he was a millionaire, because I don't know why. Let's me, I would have told him not to reveal being a millionaire, because Bryce prior to pre-revelation, Bryce prior to revelation. Let me read. This is my Bible. Let me read Revelation, please. Bryce prior to pre-revelation. Yes. Okay, so Bryce prior to pre-revelation was very sweet, very calm. Although most people knew that he was like, bougie, because like obviously you can't hide these things. And I'm saying it again, it's not his fault that he had money. It's coming for it's more of like inherited wealth. But he was very nice, open, cheerful, and nice to talk to, down to earth. So people didn't really read to it, because like his roommate, who was and I like the guy. I'll put his name here. Let me check online. I love that guy to the end. He was a very good. So his roommate was there. He was like, oh, he sees like the bougie toothpaste container he has, a Louis Vuitton toothpaste container, like toothpaste container Louis Vuitton. How bougie can you get more than that? But pre-revelation, he was very nice and sweet. But after revealing that he was a millionaire, I was looking at him. He's like, he wore is it some Fords? He put his leg up. You always was like, guy, play it down. Because now people will be wondering, what are you doing here? You have at least times 4 of that money, but the money is 50K. Times 4 of that is 1 million at least. Maybe he has more than that, but like that will make you a millionaire. My God, Nigeria is playing much. I think right now, I'm about to go. But let me just give you guys, I think Nigeria is playing to qualify for the semi-final. And we're in quarter-final. I think we're playing against Angola. Nigeria, AFCON. So, that is that. And after revealed, he just became a bit cocky to me. And I know he has, I'm sure he has been like in situations that I've met people like that, okay, you're coming from a privileged background, you're not asked to be born into that family, and you didn't ask other parents not to hustle. But then it's not that other parents are not putting effort, but then again and again and again, you didn't ask to be born. And it's not other parents that are not so rich or wealthy have tried for their kids. And some of them are even more there. They are there for their kids more than the rich ones. Because the rich ones, you are here one day, you just feel like maybe money is going to take pain away, because it took your pain away. Maybe you're coming from a poverty background, and when you made money, you could make rules and everything. So definitely you just think that, oh, I'm going to get my child whatever he needs. I'm going to hustle. The moment I hustle and get money, then everything is settled. So he was voted out normally, because like when you're not becoming cocky with it. But when he revealed it, people were like, they knew. They found out. They already knew that you're bougie, but then you're not coming to be like, it's not my fault. But then I would say most of them, they're always trying to be like, people are always trying to paint them like being spoiled brats, overprivileged, and it's not their fault. So then that is that. Then we had Jules. Jules came in this season with his chest, his button was down to his belly button. Maybe that's why he put it there, because button, belly button, it really makes sense. It's not well. So Jules came in, and maybe he was trying to do like sexy man thing, and those two girls were not having it. They're not sipping on that Kool-Aid. But then in that card game I said, where they revealed the millionaire is part of them, but the millionaire didn't confess till later. They said that a guy among them there had an issue. His ex cheated on him, and he slept with 150 women in revenge. I'll be for revenge. For revenge. Who else are you going to? When you look around the room, let's be honest, although that thing is called profiling, you just look at people because of their external look and outlook, and you decide to say, okay, this person is going to do this. This person likes wearing short skirts, or this person likes doing colored hair. Insert shade to the people that are judging for wearing colored hair. Well, you won't say it's my face anyway, because I would like to see you do that. But then, like, they just profiled him because, I mean, your chest is here, yeah, giving us the chest. Obviously, it's you. And he was not the one. He wasn't the one. And from the comments, I'll insert some of it here, because I went to investigate. I like to see, like, okay, how is their life? Like, where are they now after the show? And it's actually revealed that it was Jake. And from the Jake-Julie's relationship dynamic, we see that he had that tendency of like getting into a woman's head, and that is why Tolu and Winnie is another person I really loved. And although she was voted out prematurely, I would say that Winnie, from the beginning, they had a biased view about her, because when they said they were going to remove somebody from there, she was already doing snip. She was already doing snip, which she shouldn't have done in the beginning. And that's because like people were like, you're not gonna snip me out, I'm gonna like nominate you, but they didn't nominate anyone because, like, I mean, guys, like, just got in there. So why should they be snipping anyone out? But Winnie was removed prematurely because, honestly, Tolu was the mastermind. She played her game well, and I don't blame any one of them there. But, like, you know, they thought Winnie is like much more, because that's the issue. Most of the people that are actually stirring things up and cooking are actually quiet. They don't say anything. But maybe you that you're outgoing, you say your mind and everything, they try to pin it on you because, like, then again, it comes down to the devil you know is better than the angel you don't know. Not to paint them bad, but like in that setting, in that metaphorical sense, Tolu was like the devil and the angel they didn't know, and Winnie was the devil they knew. I'm trying to, like, yeah, I think that's correct. So, and the funniest thing is I had a test today, like I said before. I was shouting, and I was like, God, I'm not the person that's writing test today, but I was like, this show is giving what it needs to be it's giving what it needs to give. So there's a vault. In the vault, you get there, like, you pick a silver card, or maybe like the opportunity comes to you in some cases, and then you have the opportunity to, like, win some money and maybe like start the group, or win some money and ensure that somebody is voted out. So you might start the group directly or indirectly. So many of them picked it. Julie picked 15K, Brian picked 30K, although Brian did not compromise on anything. Julie decided to keep it quiet until the last minute. And there was Tolu who took the 25K. And people were wondering, oh, why did she step? But no, let's be honest. They didn't like Tolu. They got rid of Winnie first, and they wanted Tolu next. So I can't blame her for, like, thinking that. And I mean, when they split the money, because I think 5 of them split the money, was it 5? But it came to a total of, it was about 260. Yes, we had Brian. Guys, if I make any mistake in their names, I'm sorry, I didn't memorize it. It was just like his 7-episode stuff, and I didn't memorize it. But, like, Brian is a good Christian, like my bro. He represented us well. If you guys don't know, I'm a Christian. I believe in God, and I know that Jesus is the savior of my soul. Agree, you don't agree, that's just, it's my belief system, and I respect yours, but I respect mine too. So guys, if you see me in different angles, because I said my space is giving me issues, I need to upgrade my phone, but God will provide. And you know, in the end, they split the money 48,600K, and that's plus, like, the other money, 30, 15, and 25K. So everybody won in the end, and they chose the team in the end. So it just shows that, like, in as much as people are, like, selfish, but then they know how to, like, be in touch with their morals too. Because I was really impressed with Julie. Julie came through, because, like, Julie was selfish, and she's always, I understand where she's coming from, and she was always trying to make the decision for herself. But then I think the sweet elimination was Lindsay. Lindsay was playing both sides, and she made it so obvious, which is not. I mean, you're in a setting, and you're in a setting where they're supposed to eliminate people, and you're trying to, like, play both sides. You're going to cast, and what I mean by cast, they're going to be revealed. They're going to be exposed, and, like, her elimination, I'm happy for her. Why don't I remember this guy's name? I'm going to put it here again. But guys, it's not my job to, like, memorize all their names, I'm sorry. But this guy, Jasper, thank you, Jasper. I loved him, actually. I loved him. I can't quite remember his name, fine. But like, Jasper voted her out, as Tolu did too, because she was always playing both sides. She was playing both sides, and I'm happy that they did that. Then again, I think it just shows that, like, humans are in touch with their morality. Humans are in touch with their emotions, and they're not always selfish. And, like, we should give people a second chance to redeem themselves. But then, like, I'm going to insert, like where they are now, some pictures on the screen, and I see that Tolu is doing, like, content, because, you know, I had to follow her. I followed Winnie too, but I actually love to follow Brian. Brian showed that he's a good person, and I'm sure that his wife will be proud of him, of how he portrayed himself. But then it goes to say that, like, whatever way you're playing any game or you're doing anything, do it in a way that you'll be proud of. Don't do it in a way just because, or in the emotions, or don't act on based on your selfishness. And that is it. So guys, subscribe to my channel. Let me know if you want something like this, because, like, I think I want to review the Squid Game challenge. I watched that last year already, so I want to review that too, because I'll hear some things. I don't know if it's still the same thing, that they have not paid the Squid Game winner. I mean, imagine you risking your life for Squid Game. No, they didn't risk their life. Remove that. Imagine you be playing a challenging game as Squid Game and you are not being paid. Don't make sense. So guys, I'm about to go and watch a Nigerian match. I don't know if I'm going to watch it on my phone. Introverts love staying inside, and guys, now that I've, like, you know, refurbished, I like to stay inside. But then let me know what you think, and I think I'm going to post some other videos like this. So guys, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. It's just like support me, and keep praying for me to upgrade my phone, because I know that's going to be possible. So I love you guys. So peace out. Don't forget, this is Mama Sita Margarita. I love you guys all. Mwah.